Welcome in, guys. We got a winner. That was our first take, too. First take. Welcome in to Jerry's World 2023 Fantasy Football League. How we doing? How we feel? I can see some of y'all are not feeling too hot after week 2. Let's go over the rankings. Let's start at number 14. Waddling with a half chub. Paul, I'm sorry. You got hit hard this week. We got Nick Chubb, gone. Alexander Madison. Now he has Cam Akers to fight over touches. Jalen Waddle, concussion protocol. Isaiah Pacheco, might not be a go. And the list goes on, apparently. The list goes on. Of course, you still have Jonathan Taylor out. You're just getting hit with injuries, man. But like you said, this is why you drafted about 5-6 running backs because, man, they drop like flies. You still have some upside with Nico Collins at your 2 spot now. I retract my statement. Nico Collins has been solid so far this year. Just Jalen Waddle, Nick Chubb, Alexander Madison taking a hit, and Pacheco being out places you at number 14. Number 13, we have the other 0-2 team. Look, I mean, he has some pretty good games. He's had some pretty good weeks so far, but just hasn't been able to pull through. Ben, I'm sorry, Mr. President's Club. Let's go to the standings real quick. I want to see your points for. It's not looking horrible for you. We got 221 points scored, but some of the most points against you. Wow. The most points against you in the league at 306 points. That's what puts you at number 13. Sorry you had to play 2 very rough opponents. You're looking ahead, though. Who do we got on our team? Justin Jefferson, of course, is always going to do it for you. Matt Breida, you're able to snag him off the waivers. Drake London, I think, is trending up at least after week 2. Of course, you never know with an Arthur Smith offense, apparently. Mark Andrews got you a tutty. Love that. Just worried about your Van Jefferson in the flex. I am worried about that. But Deontay Johnson to IR, it's just tough. Tough start to the year on a team that I had very high hopes for. You still got a chance, bud. We got you at number 13, Ben. Number 12, we got Matt Diaz. I put you at number 12 because you let the commissioner steal a W this past week. George Pickens, Elijah Moore took me home when you had Tyreek Hill, Pat Freiermuth, and DJ Chark left, and my 2 outscored your 3. Unbelievable. I'm feeling good after stealing that win against you, Matt. How's it feel to be bottom 3 of the league? See you next year, Matty boy. See you next year. Number 11, not too far ahead of Matt, we got myself, my team. The reason I put myself here is we're just not putting up the points. I'm man enough to admit, hey, I got lucky this week. George Pickens, I needed that big performance from him just to steal a W. When my opponent didn't even score 100, I needed some help going into Monday night. Not what you want to see. You know what? I don't think my team was built to be number 1 starting off. I mean, well, I did put myself number 1, obviously, but starting off the year, didn't expect to be, the best team. I just feel like I got a team that can really turn it on week 12 and on. So we'll see about that. But I got myself at number 11 for now. Number 10, we have James Leone. Look, bud, no Cooper Kupp still. Joe Burrow might be out. Josh Reynolds, Brandon Ayuk, questionable. Jamal Williams took a hit this week with Jamal Williams as well. And, I love your Tony Pollard pick, but there was no way I was putting you in the single digits this week. Just 1-1, doing okay. I'm just not impressed with the roster so far based on how many injuries are happening with you. Joe Burrow being hurt, re-aggravating that calf is worrisome. You're coming in at number 10. Number 9, we have the most unlucky team in the league. I am sorry, Mungo Bungo Braulio. Mungo Bungo Braulio has put up a whopping 276 points compared to my 219, but Braulio's 0-2, and I'm 1-1. Doesn't sound too fair. Teams have put up the second most points on Braulio at 303 this year, and Davante Adams, he didn't look 100% out there this past week. He didn't look 100%. Amari Cooper, questionable, uncertain for his status week 3, so something to look out for. I still think you have a very solid team. I mean, you put up 144 points in a loss, bud. Like, what can you say? Unluckiest team so far. I'm sorry, Braulio. You're at number 9. Number 8, we have Mr. Brady Garrett, who moved up from the number 12 spot last week with a whopping W this week over Jaime. Garrett Wilson with the Aaron Rodgers injury, he's still there. Or Aaron Rodgers still hurt. So you did get a whopping score. Let me go back to last week. Brady's right here listening in, like shaking his head like, motherfucker, put me in at number 8. We got you. Bijan, great, RB2, worried, but Tyjae Spears could pull through for you. Garrett Wilson, worried, but still value there. Tyler Lockett, great week. I think that continues. I'm a big Tyler Lockett guy. It's just, when is Christian Watson going to come back for you? When is Christian Watson? With Christian Watson, a Garrett Wilson, Tyler Lockett, Christian Watson stack at wide receiver is not bad at all. Justin Herbert, how do you get that touchdown to Keenan Allen? First one of the day last week. That was ridiculous. You got some generational talents on your team, but with the rough start in week 1, I couldn't raise you too much higher, even though you put up 158 this past week. Number 7, we have Nick Bryan, a great week at 142. One thing is, I don't know. Maybe I should have put you at 8 this week because I don't know how I'm feeling about a Saquon Barkley-less team for you. Is Christian Kirk going to continue to go off, continue that pattern from week 2? We don't know. Lamar Jackson finally showing out for you. But just who will you put in at your running back slot? Man, Kyle Pitts, not doing much for you. But, you got Kyren Williams. That's why I have you here. Kyren Williams, slipping into the RB slot for you is not a bad downgrade. He is the number 2 running back on the year. So, you got someone to hold you down at least while Barkley is out. That's why you are coming in at number 7. Oh, alert, Bryce Young, unlikely to play. You heard it here first. Bryce Young, unlikely to play in week 3. Number 6, we have Marcus. Get off my lawn, Cobb. You know what? Just a great week for you. Crazy, 168 points, and you only won by 7. Took you 168 to get the dub this week, but you pulled it off. Let's see what we got. You started Elijah Dotson in your RB2 slot this past week, which was, wow, you're digging deep down the barrel for that one. T. Higgins went off for you. Mike Evans went off for you. Jordan Addison, another consistent 16. And Zay Flowers, is that guy ever going to have a down week? He has volume, and a high-paced Todd Monken offense. Love that. Wow, Robert Woods, I didn't even know he got 13.4 points for you. Oh my gosh, how is he doing that for you? Adam Thielen had a great week. You might want to consider starting him this next week. And you have the number 1 tight end. Not everyone expected it, yeah. Hunter Henry, you have the number 1 tight end on the year. I got you at number 6. Number 5, we have Jaime Hinojos. And you know what? I'm just doing this because I believe in Jaime's wide receivers. Jamar Chase, Calvin Ridley, and Chris Olave is just still a stacked lineup. You had a rough week, but you were at number 1 last week, and I thought 4 spots down for a loss is an appropriate ranking for you. Deshaun Watson, is he going to turn it around? He's looking like last year, Deshaun Watson, and the peripheral numbers are not looking good. But you still got Jahan Dotson, who, you know what? He hasn't gone off for you yet, but I think over the season, be patient with him. And of course, you got Akine, who got a tutty this week. Great start for you there. Gus Edwards, I think, is the guy to have in your lineup. But do you put him over Raheem Mostert? I don't know. I don't think so. But, yeah, get Gus Edwards in your flex, dude. Man. Coming in at number 5, Jaime. Number 4, we got my preseason number 14. And he's done nothing but shut me up so far at 2-0. Noah. Great start for you, bud. You're killing it at number 4. 153 points this past week. I mean, what can you say? Mike Williams did solid. Debo went off. Derrick Henry and James Conner are 2 solid starts for you. 18 and 17 points. And then Daniel Jones just needed to be a hero, playing hero ball to beat the Arizona bum Cardinals. Like, hey, as long as you're in games where Daniel Jones needs to come back, that you almost put up 40 points. Not too impressed with Allen Robinson. Joshua Kelly, I think it's a more be patient situation. You do have Cam Akers, nice snag there. Justice Hill, we have yet to see a $40 worth fab performance come out of him. So we'll see on that one. Got you in at number 4, Noah. Thank you, sir. We got number 3. Vanilla Bear Ross, who was everyone's preseason ranked number 14. If they could give him a number 15 ranking, they would have. And then what does he do? He comes out and starts by scoring on an average 175 points this year. I'd say that's a solid start. Even though you're 1-1, you just faced someone that put up 168 this past week, but you still put up 161. And in fact, that is what they are projecting you at 161 this week. You're projected to beat me by almost 30. So that should say something. Now you got a fully 100% healthy Travis Kelce - Swift. Coming in at number 2, we have They Hate Us Because They Ain't Us. Another booty reference. The streets booty. Eric Arcos. You know what? Just a great start for you so far. And your running backs are proving to hold it down for you. Let me pull up your game. Putting up another 155 points. Dude, your running back room is stacked. I mean, you're trying to dish off Zach Moss for a crazy amount, but he just put up 20 points for you. He was the RB10 on the week. Solid. Michael Pittman, surprise. Keenan Allen, 2 tutties for you. Trevor Lawrence put up 11, and you still had 155 points. That should say something. Travis Etienne, 6 points, and you still had 155. Christian McCaffrey, you put in the flex, just the flex on us, 23 points. Is this man ever not going to get a touchdown in a game? Great start for Eric. Coming in at number 1, Tyler Ellison. He is certain to win these past 2 weeks. 2-0. The most points scored in the league. Let's see how many points he has scored. Most point. Oh, it's right. He's right behind. He's actually the 3rd most points scored this week. Eric at number 1, and Ross at 317 points, most points scored this year. But I had to put Tyler in because he is 2-0. And look, I love your team with a TJ and Kirk Cousins stack. It really defeats. I mean, the Vikings defense is absolute trash. They are going to be in a passing script every time down. And Tyler, just a solid draft overall. TJ Hawkinson, beast. We got Stephon Diggs and Chris Godwin, solid. Aaron Jones, is he coming back for you? We'll see. You did all this without Aaron Jones. Absolutely stacked and a great start for Tyler, certain to win, coming in at number 1. So, number 14 through first, we got 14 Paul, 13 Ben, 12 Matt, 11 Josh, 10 James, 9 Braulio, 8 Brady, 7 Nick, 6 Marcus, 5 Jaime, 4 Noah, 3 Ross, 2 Eric, 1, Tyler. And our matchup of the week, I'll end this for you right now. We got James and Jaime both trying to put up more than 136 points on their projected total. James and Jaime, welcome to the game matchup of the week. Have a good week, boys.